Hello guys, I hope you're doing good. Lilian Depiesse here, and in today's video I will talk about what infopreneurs or course creators don't understand. Okay, so basically what I seen in a lot of course creation is that the infopreneurs or like the professional or whatever you want to call them, they love to create big courses. Okay, and they want to put everything in them. They want to put all of it. They want basically to create, the masterclass, and they love to call it this way, like masterclass. They love to create masterclass with everything in it, at least everything they think people wants to learn. But as I said before, the only, like, one of the bad thing about info products and why so many out there are bad, like really bad, like genuinely genuinely very bad, is that you're not teacher. You never learn to be a teacher. Nobody teach you to be teacher, right? And I'm not claiming that I can teach you to be teacher, but I can teach you to not do the mistakes that all your competitors, or even indirect competitors, just basically people in the education industry, are doing, because they're doing so many mistakes. And the first one is to think that people want big stuff. They want like 40 hours long training, which is not true at all. This is marketing stuff. Like, we saw a trend for like a lot of time, or in the course creation industry, of creator who wanted to like add more and more and more video, just to say that their courses is like so big with so many video, blah blah. But here on this channel, and basically me with my business and how I want to help a professional with an expertise to thrive with the online education business. I want not to like create courses based on like the hours long, like how many video do you have in the courses. Literally, if we can make the courses with like 1 hour video and it gives an impact on people's lives, which it's perfect, I don't mind. If we need like 10 video or 20 video, okay, I don't mind. But I don't want to be focused on the length of the course. I want actually the course to be as fast as possible. And this is something you need to understand if you want to create your own courses, or if you already had one and you plan to do another one, and you're thinking on what was the issue with your first one, or even all the courses you've created in the past, is you probably didn't have a streamlined course. Probably your course was all over the top, not very streamlined, not like a process, not like people could just like go through it and get everything they needed, get the like mental framework, like the way of thinking, get the processes, the SOPs, get everything on how to, just solve the problem you're selling, literally. And so that's an issue with a lot of creators, is they want to create just courses for ego, like just to say, hey, I have 40 hours of training in my course, this is the best course out there. This is not, it doesn't make any sense. It's not because you have a lot of hours that it's a good course. Actually, I think the more hours you get, the less it good, because, well, nobody had time to like invest 40 hours. And maybe you need 40 hours to become good at what you're selling, if you're selling a programming course, or like if you, I don't know, it don't really exist, right? I mean, on the online education. But if you want to help someone being a surgeon, or a nuclear engineer, for sure, like, you need like very a lot of hours, right? But we're not selling how to be a nuclear engineer. We're not selling how to become a surgeon, right? We're selling how to be better at tennis, or how to launch a business, or how to read more books or how to write a book or all that stuff, right? Which are less I don't know the name in English. I don't even know if there is a name for like those professions like lawyer, doctor, all that stuff, right? Which they require like a lot of hours to understand how it works, for sure, sure, sure. So we're not selling courses on this, but we can sell courses in the law industry. Like that's possible. Like, but it's on the side, right? It's like on the side of what the students are already doing, basically. But actually, we can sell law courses. Like this is pretty much possible, and the education student business is very high, and I've met a lot of business owner who are nowadays doing very good, and especially one in France who started by doing money just by selling student lessons online, literally. So it's possible. But anyway, that's not the subject of this video. The subject is very to give more with less. Okay, it's really to give the necessary, because the more you give, the less people will understand. Okay, it it's basically the principle that the more complex it is, the less it's understandable, and it's not hard to understand this, right? Because it's not complex. um, but it's also like the more choice you give to people, the less the less they are able to make decisions, all that stuff, right? And that's the thing with online education. You want to create a course which is very streamlined, which is very easy to get, which is, like all the modules are very, very well made and well thought, right? I want, and that's the thing. And when I work with clients, I do all my, like, we have a process on this. We have a process, like a protocol, to think about before even creating one video. And that's the thing. Like, you should have this process of thinking about your, what we call the curriculum, right? Like, what is the curriculum, which is all basically the video, the modules in order. And you need to have this before even recording one, because you need to know when you start to record the first one what will be all the next video, and they should make sense. And because the thing is, if you start to record right away, like, oh, you got the idea for the first video, blah blah, and you start to record, what will happen is then in the middle of the course you will be like, oh fuck, I forgot to talk about this or to talk about that. And then basically you'll have to start all over again. So really just do a streamlined course, do something by giving the least possible. You always, when you want to add something, you should ask yourself, is that totally important? Should I actually put it in the course, or should it be like a bonus, or should it be something that people can like look at after, and maybe you add it like 3 months after launching the course, or maybe it's like a video that people can watch only if they like watch all the course or something like that, right? But you need to think about what you're adding is actually necessary, or are you just adding it because you think it might be helpful to some extent to some people. And that's not good. Like, sure, you will get maybe one person asking you a question that you'll be like, oh, I should do a video on this. Well, is it actually necessary? Maybe you can ask it in a FAQ, right? Like, people will enter your course and they will start to ask you a question. Then you can like just make a question place, right? Where you just answer all the question by text, like very quickly. And once there is like a very interesting question, you can make a video on it. But you're doing this by fine tuning with the student. You don't like make a product with hundreds of hours of video that are not actually interesting. But once the students are watching the course and they're like, yeah, maybe it's missing this or missing that, then you know it's actually necessary to add this, right? And that's why it's so important to have a pre-launch strategy. And well, I teach to my clients how to pre-launch a strategy, a courses. And the strategy is very simple, but actually very hard to put in place. But it's very simple. It's not hard to do a pre-launch strategy. Anyway, so yeah, that's the idea. You should really think about it. If you're a course creator and if you want to create a course, please, 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 less is more, as always. Is very important. It's not like I'm doing a whole video on this and it's not for nothing. It's because I truly believe this is one of the most important things to win at infoproduct. Thank you very much for your time, guys. If you want me to help you reach your goal of launching an infoproduct and creating the infoproduct the right way, so how to get the streamlined infoproduct, as I said, I'm helping clients on this basically with my team. I created an whole process on how to create, launch, pre-launch, and scale an infoproduct to 200K per month in like 12 months. So it's very easy for you to understand what I'm doing. You basically have to click in the link in the description. I've put a link where you can basically watch a free training where I explain everything. And once you watched it, you can book a call with me or someone of my team, and we will talk to you with pleasure and understand if we are a good fit, if we can work together, and if we don't, it's totally not a problem. We will tell you right away because we don't want to waste your time and our time. So you have nothing to lose. Just click the link in the description and I'll be very, very happy to help you. Ciao.